Just like your vehicles that cannot function effectively without a good and well gauged engine oil, your body cannot also function effectively without a well balanced hormone. You may have been hearing hormone and hormonal imbalance. What are hormones? The functions of hormone to your system. What does it mean when they say that you have hormonal imbalance and the effect of it to your body system? That is what we want to discuss today. Hormones are chemical that coordinate different functions in your body by carrying messages through the bloodstream to your organs. They tell your system what to do and when to do it. So they are essential for your health and for good life. They are produced within the endocrine systems. Now, for every human being, we have many hormones within your system. And these hormones are responsible for different functions. Today, I want to concentrate on the female reproductive hormones. Maybe next time we'll look for a date for the male reproductive hormones too. There are primarily five female reproductive hormones, which are the follicle stimulating hormone, the luteinizing hormones, the progesterone, the estrogen, and the prolactin. Now, the functions. Follicle stimulating hormone, its primary function is to stimulate the growth of follicles. They stimulate your ovary to start production of follicles. Follicles are those eggs that are supposed to rupture during ovulation. So they are supposed to be high during the follicular phase of your cycle. Then, when these follicles have gotten to a certain size that is supposed to rupture, those hormones are supposed to drop. Another hormone called luteinizing hormone will now come up and rupture that follicle. Rupturing of this follicle is what we termed ovulation. After ovulation, the luteinizing hormone have done its job and is supposed to come down. Another hormone called estrogen will now take up. The primary function of estrogen is the development of female secondary sexual characteristics, which are the breast and the endometrium, which is the uterine lining. Now, they are also responsible for regulation of the menstrual cycle and for maintenance of healthy libido. After ovulation, this estrogen is supposed to come down. Another hormone called progesterone will now take up. The primary function of progesterone is to maintain, to prepare the womb for fertilization if pregnancy occur. If pregnancy occur, this progesterone will be on the high side to support the pregnancy so that you will not lose it. But if pregnancy does not occur, it will now help the endometrium to shed away. Shedding away of this endometrium is what you see as menses. Then there is another hormone called prolactin. Its primary function is to produce breast milk. So if you are breastfeeding, your prolactin is supposed to be high to help you to produce enough breast milk. But if you are not breastfeeding and you notice that you are producing breast milk, or that your breast tends to be heavy during ovulation or menstruation, you may be having hyperprolactinemia. Now, all these hormones are supposed to be within their range for every phase of your menstrual cycle. But when one or two of these hormones goes beyond or above the normal range for a particular phase, that particular hormone is said to be imbalanced. And once you have imbalance in one or two hormones, there are signs of it. There are things that you begin to notice as a woman. The first is always irregular menses. Your menstrual cycle that is supposed to run for 28 days will start running for 32 days, 40 days, 26 days, and so on. Some may even have amenorrhea, that is, your menses will cease for some months. Some will have prolonged bleeding. You may be menstruating for weeks, months, if not attended to. For some, their menses may even last 2 to 3 days and is normally drop. Some, the menses may be okay, but the problem will now be the ovulation. Some, the eggs will not even come up. Some, those eggs will develop, but it will not rupture. Some may even rupture, ovulation may occur, but if that egg wasn't nucleated, fertilization will not take place. Some may even fertilize, you will conceive, but if progesterone is not enough, excuse me, if progesterone is not enough, you may end up losing that pregnancy within the first 3 months of your pregnancy. So, these and many more are what you notice if you are having hormonal disorder. And any of this can lead to infertility if not attended to. But the good news is this: they are all curable. There are medication for all of this. So please, if you have been diagnosed of hormonal imbalance, if you are having irregular menses, or if you have been having intermittent bleeding, if you are having anovulation or amenorrhea, please don't hesitate to consult your medical practitioner. They will help you. There are medication for all this. So please, if you find this page educative, don't forget to share and comment. And if you have not been following our page, please do so. We love you. Remain safe. Thanks.